What's going on, everybody? My name is Cody from Pocket Monsters Podcast, and today we have our very own Nick, and today we're also featuring John. John has been a collector. Pretty much, we've been taking John under our wing as far as the different avenues to approach this market. And John has been a avid collector. He's been doing his due diligence in the market, and now he came across Nick and myself and wanted to learn a little bit more about how else he could take his approach to this market. And went to our first card show, right, John?
Yeah, it was great. How you doing, everyone? My name's John. Nice to meet you all. And, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of this.
Heck yeah, man, dude! So glad to have you on here, bro. And for the record, I actually work with John as well, and so it's pretty cool to be able to converse with somebody from your job, especially in the Pokemon market when everybody typically laughs when you
No,
tell them
absolutely, yeah.
that you're a heavy investor into this market.
hmm
So, John, we you met up with Nick and I for your first card show, at least
Yeah.
here in New Jersey, at the NJTCG show.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, I'm glad you
Glad you
do.
remember.
Heck yeah, man. So that's good, man. So your first
No.
initial impressions, if you want to share, like kind of talk us through, you know,
Yeah.
just go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I was a little overwhelmed at first. There was a lot going on when we first walked in. A lot of tables, a lot of people, and I kind of didn't know where to start. I was kind of like all over the place.
Yeah.
'Cause there's so many tables, so many cards. But I kind of followed your lead. We went table by table.
Yep.
And then I was kind of like hesitant to get like my first deal. And, I remember you telling me, just relax, there's plenty of tables, just, look at the card that you want, make an offer, and then you can always come back. So,
Yeah, for sure.
I thank you for that because I probably would have spent money in the first 10 minutes.
No, but we all have been there, right? And my
Yeah.
first card show was actually with Nick, and that was at the Woodbridge card show.
Yeah.
And we go in there, and it's like, yeah, we know how to converse and communicate and stuff like that. But you go in there, and all of a sudden, you're just like a deer in headlights. And you don't know where to start. You don't know how to approach tables. Plus, we have morals and values, right? We don't want to just overstep, right? We're polite. We have manners, So it's like we wait our turn. It could be very deterring. We all had similar emotions for our first card event, and once, and same thing. I was following Nick's lead, you
Yeah.
know. And I actually ended up doing a $1,600 deal trade for a Misaki Alakazam and Misaki Gengar, my first show.
That's pretty big. Yeah. That's
It was
huge.
it was big, bro. It was big, and I had I traded in, pretty much they were all top chase cards from all these sets in mint condition as well. Buying raw and grading wasn't even I wasn't even entering that territory yet. I just kind of wanted to get my hands on slaps, so I was trading raw and
Yeah.
turning them into slaps for a collection piece, and then everything pretty much trickled up from there. So your favorite Pokemon is Charizard.
Yeah. Charizard.
So when we went to the tables, I said
Mhm.
Nick is a Blastoise fan. Me, I kind of been like neutral, but like since now what my collection is turning into, it's I would probably say Charizard, but now I have
Front runners.
yeah.
Both of you.
Hey
Never
man.
wrong with Charizard.
But yeah, so like we went to the tables, right? I was just telling
Yeah.
you, I was breaking things down of we would inquire about a couple cards, and we would take them out, and I would pretty much just show John of some of the things that we were looking for. And then we would look at, the market value based on like the condition as a potential grader. So there's things to consider, but you were pretty much going there to get your hands on something that you really liked,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Like the first table we went to, I remember looking at the Dark Charizard, and that was the first card where I was like, I need to walk out of here with this card.
Charizard in English.
Yes, in English. Yeah. Really nice card. But at that point, you told me, we just got here, just make an offer, and we can always come back.
Yeah,
There might be more.
Yep, keep it moving. And that was only like I think that was maybe the third table we went to.
Yeah.
So that's basically, I mean, you basically your first time, getting that experience. I mean, and obviously conversing with Nick and I on how we apply ourselves into this market. The next time you go to a card event, like now you know, because now
Yeah.
Nick and I, day in and day out into this operation, I mean, there doesn't go an hour by where we're not looking at our phones on the apps, on the market, on certain cards, undervalued cards, so on. I mean, there's so much that goes into it, and
It's like
we
a
Nick,
second job now.
it is a
Yeah,
it,
it's definitely a market you need to pay attention to on a daily basis
you
because
have to.
it can
It's
be very volatile.
it's it's ever changing.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop, and if you're not keeping up, you can easily fall behind. You can miss out on money, you can miss out on profit, you can
Yeah,
miss out
absolutely.
on deals. Our system this past weekend, we vended our first time at the APA Hotel in Woodbridge, and we sold out. And
Great
I say that very humbly, because everything that we have applied so far and how in sync we are. That weekend of selling out of every single slab that we had was a basically a reflection that what we've been doing works. It works. And it took me over a course of months. I mean months, man, like 7 months to really like kind of hold on to certain cards. Um, but now, this time around, I mean, we are just working at such a faster pace because we're just more knowledgeable. We're in tune with the market. Nick, anything on that?
Yeah, I mean it helps, especially going to these card shows. Like you said, there's so many tables, and when you're not used to it, you walk in and it's a bit overwhelming. Um, and previously, before we had the buy list, as I say to other vendors, you kind of walk in, you do your lap to see if anything stands out to you and catches your eye, and then you spend a little more time at each table. But now with the buy list, I mean, we could speed up the process, to the nth degree. We literally go in there, you're scoping out tables. Okay, you don't have this raw. All right, next table. You don't
Yeah.
have this raw, next table. It's a
Yeah,
lot more systematic and streamlined. We don't need to waste our time with arguing about, well, this card is this price on TCG, but it's sold for this on eBay. And it's, listen, here's our buy list. We're buying at this percentage. Sometimes it's market. I mean, sometimes if there's a good enough return on the card and the card is clean enough, I have no problem paying market on a near mint plus raw card that I'm going to grade. But it
yeah.
just it simplifies the whole process having that list. And it's something I'll probably always maintain as long as we're in this business.
And you know what's nice about that, Nick, too, is that when we have our card list, we're much more organized. Like I said, we do our due diligence. We know exactly what we're going for. So when those doors open, it's hunt time, right? We know we're going to the table. You go off and you go and you hit up, one side of the venue. I'm hitting up on a different side of the venue, and we just meet up in the middle, and we're just like, oh, yep, here's
That
one
saves a
down.
lot of
Here's
time.
one down.
Yeah,
Saves a lot of
absolutely.
time.
It does, because you know what, I also I don't want to just utilize going to card events by simply having to look at cards
Yeah.
all day long. Like, I want to be able to get our priorities squared away with, and then be able to now just
Yeah.
hang out, converse with people, maybe pass out some bags and so on and so forth. But there's just so much. We're just so much more organized, man, and I enjoy going to card events a lot more, just because I have a great deal of appreciation for it, and also that it's a hunt. It's a challenge, right? It's not easy. And people that are, you hear about your friends that are already in this hobby and have had success. Like, don't let their success, represent as if it's something easy to do, because we do this day in and day out. And I'm telling you, when you can't just go and buy some random card and then be like, "Oh, I'm going to grade it." There's no way. You have to know exactly what you're buying, what your return can be. Also have to, um, be mindful that it could come back at nine, it could come back at eight, and then you lose money.
So
So
that's one mistake I made in the beginning, where I would, when I first started collecting, I would
yeah,
open these packs, just, open packs, and I would just base it off of, the PSA 10. I would go straight to Google. Oh, this in a 10 is $150 or 200,
Yeah,
and I would
yeah,
get excited. Whereas
yeah,
now, like you said,
Far different.
now I look at the centering. Now I'm looking for different things. I'm like, okay, maybe I won't get
yeah.
a 10. Maybe it'll be a 9 or an 8. So you think differently as as you become more knowledgeable.
I mean, you have to. If you want to be a collector, that's one story. I mean, by all means, spend, get what what you've been wanting, by all means. But as an investor, it's just any money that's put out, are looking for a return, right? And there's the professional way, of doing it, and then there's also the way where people just take advantage of other people, and we can't stand that. That's why and the other thing is what we do. Like we don't sell sealed product. We don't sell raw. We sell slabs because like we all have careers, full-time jobs,
Yep.
right? So this is something that we do on the side for fun, but now it's like a second job, like Nick mentioned before. So we buy raw and we grade. Now our pre-grading process is
The best in the business. That's what it is.
Yeah.
as much as we invest into cards, right? Our pre-grading is we invest heavily into that, okay? Because we want to maximize our profit. And if we can maximize our profit margins, that means that gives us so much flexibility when it comes time to vend that we are able to give people deals that are, 90%, 80% under market. Because at the end of the day, and that's what I can't stand is that, listen, everybody buys their cards at a different price. Some people buy slabs and try to resell slabs. But, for us, being that we have a full-time career, us, not being greedy, that if we make $5 off of an investment, we are still up. We made our money back. We made a couple extra bucks, and somebody's going home with a great deal. So that's why we try to do, when we take out our phones and be like, let me see what that's doing in the market right now. We take out our phones, and you know what we do? Be like, well, the market says right now it's selling for 300 bucks. How about I sell it for you for 260? Because I bought it raw. You know what I mean? So also, John, just I don't know if we discussed this or not, but
Yeah.
if we are able to sell, and now it depends on the card. If we're able to sell somebody a slab, right, for 80% of the market, that now we all win. We
Yeah.
made profit.
Yeah.
They get a card at 80% of value. And now when they go and they trade that, they go to another vendor or something like that and be like, hey, you guys doing trade? And they're like, yeah, we do, 80%, 85%. Oh, in their mind, they're like, well, I already got this at 80%. I'm not losing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Everyone wins. Yeah.
It's a win-win, man. And I mean, greed will kill. And we're seeing it right now in the market today where the situation with reselling packs, I don't care. Goated pulls. I'm not saying he's a scammer, but it's a legit casino, right? You can end up.
I'm not a fan.
I mean, I don't know him personally, but if you watch the YouTube video, I mean, listen, man, our job, right? Our job, a lot of what we do in our job is observing and reading people. So I'm gonna leave it at that. If you guys go check out,
Yeah.
just
I think
go
it's
check out
sad
the
when
YouTube.
people put their trust into someone who's been in the field, who knows their stuff. And
Yeah,
these people are watching you live. They're patient. They're spending. They're investing in you. And it's sad to see how the market is today, where people just try and scam other people, or you got scalpers going into these stores, and you can't find any product anywhere.
I mean
And
that's
it's just, people are taking advantage of the market, and they're just like you said, it's trying to be taken over by greed right now.
it is so bad. I started about a year and a half ago. I used to go with my fiance at like 10 o'clock at night at Walmart, on like our Friday nights, Saturday nights. And we would go and buy like 25 packs. The packs at Walmart behind the counter were like $3 and like 90 something cents. So we would go ahead and bring back a bunch of packs and we would rip, we would have fun doing it. And then we'll be like, all right, let's go to Dollar General. Let's go back out to Walmart and get more packs. And dude, this was very consistent. And now, dude, I've been to two Walmarts the other day, two Targets, GameStop. Today I went to Best Buy. I couldn't find a single pack on the shelf. Dude, that is so frustrating.
It's crazy.
So I've been in it a little longer than you guys, right?
Yep.
You know, I started at kind of middle to end of the last boom, right? The COVID boom. So I've been in it since like 2021. Um, and then I got heavier into it in 2022, but I've seen this before, right? Like now I wasn't into the hobby the way I am now, but I was on the fringes of the hobby back during the COVID boom, the late stages of the COVID boom. And I remember not having, nobody having any product. I remember $120 Evolving Skies booster boxes. Like I remember these things and having people fight like they do at Costco over Blooming Waters now, like over Vivid Voltage. All of these things were things I was in the hobby for, and I was like, this is crazy. It'll never get this way again. Black Swan event, right? Black Swan event, Black Swan event. Nope.
Yeah.
We're back. 4 years later, we're right back. You can't find any product. I would argue it's worse because now it's like 4 years ago, a lot of vintage stuff was really, really hot. Right now, vintage is kind of maintaining, and ultra modern is just booming, like rocket ship to the moon.
Yeah. Nick, remember months ago, you're like, I'm not touching it. Any of the
Nope.
new sets that come out, I'm not touching it. I'm not
Nope.
touching the modern stuff. Vintage, PSA 10s, tans.
Teen, teen,
That
teen, teen, teen.
now, but because of what the market wants, is we had to readjust.
You can't fight the market, man. You
You
cannot
can't. I
fight
mean,
the
as
market.
as much as our core values and what we deem as rarity. Um, for our PC, great. Now, dude, it's like if you see our next submission, how many vintage do we have?
All modern, man.
It's
All
all
modern.
it's all modern, right? From what 2019 and above.
2019 and forward, and even 2019, the tag teams, the alt arts, they're few and far between. Like they're not easy to come across anymore.
Y-
Might as
I'm,
well be vintage at this point because you go to even a card show and you don't see that many of them compared to the Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet sets.
yeah, and even that, but also them being in grade 10 worthies.
Yeah, they're very difficult.
And here's the thing too, and something that I want to add to it. And John, I don't know if I've mentioned this to you or not, or maybe I have, but when we were at the Woodbridge Card Show and we were vending, we had a couple people that actually came up and wanted to get our opinions on what we felt the condition of their card was. So we would take it out of the top loader, out of the penny sleeve, and we would inspect the cards for them. And Nick and I were both doing it at the same time. We had a couple people come up, and we're looking at them, stuff like that. We're giving our honest opinion. Nick had a centering tool that he was showing, recommending some people of purchasing if they want to have a tool that's going to really help gauge on the centering of the card. So for me, um, so I also explained to them is that when you look at our table, I asked him, "What do you see?" And he's like, "You only have graded cards." I said, "Yes. Do you see any raw cards out?" And he goes, "No." I said, "Because if the cards that we invest in, right, they're grade 10 contenders in our opinion, right? If it's not, then it's not something that we would purchase. So if you go and you look at, and this is advice for those that are at card shows, right? Is that pay attention and observe tables. See what they're selling. Are they just strictly slabs? Are they slabs and raw singles? Are they just raw singles? Because if you have somebody who's just has slabs, well, they grade. They're graders. If you see somebody who has a bunch of slabs, but then have some raw cards on the side, well, think to yourself, if they grade themselves, then how come they're not grading these cards that are out on the table that are
That's right.
pretty hot in the market, right? So pay attention to that. And then if you have somebody who's strictly all raw cards out on the table, well, okay, this person's is more about singles, selling singles. Maybe they have a good connection. They get some good bulk. But now be mindful that a lot of these people that are just, and I'm not everybody, but there are people that are selling all these raw cards that end up buying low grade slabs,
Cracking them out.
cracking them out, and then putting them out on the table, claiming that they're near mint. And right, Nick, you said
So, I
that's
mean,
fair.
on a PSA 6 label, right? PSA 6, which is not a high grade, we all know that. Um, Technically, it says excellent to near mint. So, and that's a professional grading company. I mean, you could think what you want about PSA, but they are the leading grading and authenticity company in the hobby.
Yeah,
And if they say it's near mint,
they're
I mean,
not.
how could you argue? How could you argue with that of sure somebody who's selling it raw, even though they
Yeah.
cracked it out of a 6?
Yeah, I mean, so that's like some advice for you guys. Like before we even enter the territory of vending, that, like I said, when we go to car shows, we are observing everything, how people conduct business, how their displays are, what they're selling. And so what I just mentioned before is a healthy tip for you guys, especially for those that are new, that when you go to card events, it just be vigilant, be observant, right? Go up to the table and ask, do you guys grade yourself? And they go, yeah, we do. Okay, so that means one, right? This is what I do when I go to tables. Hey, do you guys actually grade these slabs? And they're like, yeah, we grade. All right, cool. So in my mind, that means they have some room to negotiate. Do you know what I mean? So, and then now, if they have raw cards,
I'm not buying them.
I I'm probably not gonna have a great chance at finding a card that's a grade 10 worthy because they would have graded the card themselves. So just a little healthy tip out there. And like I said, guys, I'm not bashing anybody. Um, it's just simply, everybody has their own hustle. And, I'm listen, we conduct ourselves, and do business based on just who we are and what makes sense to us. But I'm not bashing anybody for, how they conduct their business. Unless you're a scammer, then you're a POS.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
unfortunately,
listen,
that's the market that we live in today. Where you have to be cautious of, what you buy because you have so many people scamming. And it's like you said, it's not calling everyone a scammer. It's just, it's good to be vigilant, and know what you're buying.
You have to be because everything, dude, you have people that, wait like a month, until they finally get their full paycheck, you know, where they save up enough within the month and they finally get to go to a card show and they take that hard-earned money and they end up, buying a card that they've been wanting. And it turns out that, if you're a collector, like I said, it doesn't matter, right? You could have a damaged card and stuff like that, and it's your favorite card, and you're going to be pleased with it.
Like
But
what just happened to me, Cody. If you want to, bring that up with the Lugia.
you share it because
Um,
you didn't notice it first.
yeah. So I would just go on TCG before, and I was buying a lot of cards from there. Not to knock them. I've gotten some really good cards from TCG, but it's a risk because sometimes you can't see the card. So I ordered a Lugia that was near mint. I got it in the mail. I looked at it. It looked good to me, and then I gave it to Cody to take a look at, and he used the microscope. He showed me today there was a crease on the card that I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like disappointed, but a lesson learned for myself. Me personally, now I would just prefer to buy in person.
Well, and listen, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like just recently, a trusted streamer on TikTok, they actually took their time. They had it. The camera was a really good camera. They had a spotlight on the card, and they took their time and went over everything. And And the last time I bought a single on over a stream was, I can't even tell you, months, months ago. Um, so I'm taking a little bit of a gamble right here, but in my opinion, that they came across as they were very honest. They took their time, and I'm gonna take my chances on this. And if not, and if it comes back and it's not like grade 10 worthy, then you know what? Then I'll get rid of them. I'll sell them. I'll move the product. I know that much. I took every step a year and a half ago. I've taken every step from literally going on TikTok, having people pull packs for me, for going to stores and and ripping packs. Didn't even know the value what was
We
in these
took
packs.
L's, man.
I
We
took,
took L's.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
You take a lot of losses, to get to where you are.
But I was content with failing.
Yeah.
That's fine. It was fine. But that's how you learn.
Yeah.
But if you continue to keep going down the rabbit hole of keep failing and you don't learn from it, then you know what? Like shame on you. Listen, man, being able to give the deals that we give, right? Not only is it gratifying and rewarding to us when we're able to push a product, but it's super gratifying when you're able to give a really good deal to somebody and their expression is just like they're in awe because a lot of people can relate where they're getting above market. You know what I mean? On a lot of these products.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is that when people, you go to a table and be like, hey, how much are you asking for that? And you have a vendor that goes, let me see in the market right now what it's going for. Oh, well now it's at 320, so 320. So when somebody comes to our table and they're like, how much on this card? We look at the market price, oh, it's 300. Um, do 260? Their jaws drop. Because they're so used to when somebody takes out their phone and they comp it, that's the new price.
See, this is why I like the way we do it. Because if you're buying, if you buy at too high of a price or you're not doing proper pre-grading and you get back low grades, like that gets you in a spot where in order not to lose money, you don't have a choice but to be solid on your prices. But that's because, and I'm just going to say this, it might be an unpopular opinion, but that's because you were lazy and did not actually put in the work to make sure you buy the right cards at the right price in the right condition.
Graded never faded. Him and his wife over there are fantastic. I mean that I've met them twice now, both of them, and I got to have it. So the day after we vended, right? The next day, I went and met up with the owner of Graded Never Faded and his wife in Bridgewater at the Bridgewater Mall, and because he had the my number one chase card, which was a PSA 10 Charizard P promo, and he's had the best deal on this card, and he really worked out a really good deal with me, and we had a great conversation there, and he told me about an experience that he just experienced at the card show where he went up to one of the tables and he sees a sticker price and he asked the seller if he had any flexibility on that. And the guy told him, "Let me check the market." He looks at the market, it went up in price like, 20, $30. And the guy's like, "Oh, well, it went up in the market." So he's like, "It's like whatever, 330 now instead of 300." And so this guy's just like, "Okay, so what do you mean?" And the guy's like, "Well, it's now 330." He's like, "Do you want it for 330?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm good." Right there on the spot.
Yeah,
So the
you
guy
got to
had
honor
a
your
price
sticker
tag
price.
on the slab.
Yeah, that's not right.
This guy asked if he had any flexibility on the price. The guy checks comps and he goes, "Well, it's up in the market now. Well, this is the new price. Do you want it for this price?" And he's like, "No, I'm good." So, but great people. Um, they're awesome over at Graded Never Faded. So I just want to give a shout out to them.
As far as we go, when I put a sticker on a slab, if it goes up and I didn't check comps
Mhm.
and I'm low, guess what? I'm low. I'm going to honor the price. I put the price on the slab.
Yeah.
Right. So, and if I tell you a price, I'm not going to then go, oh, wait, no, I didn't realize. I'll go, no, I have to, we have to honor our prices. Like if a card goes up $30 in a day, guess what? You're going to get me for $30 because I'm going to honor. If I priced it at 300 and now it's 330,
Yeah.
I'm paying 300.
End up getting
Sorry
one.
about the beep, guys. It's my computer charger is killing me right now.
Well, what the heck, Nick?
I don't know what's going on. It just keeps disconnecting and reconnecting.
Yeah.
Boys, you guys ready to rip?
Dude, I'm so ready to rip,
All right,
bro.
let's do this.
I'm so ready to rip, bro. Are we ripping this?
We'll see who has the best pools.
So you guys can rip that, but
Guys, I picked this up today, and this is my second booster box ever to get my hands on. Because I've been to so many stores lately and haven't been able to find anything, it feels so good to hold this in my hand. So good.
once I do this, there's no going back, boys.
All right,
Waters.
let's do this.
Blooming Waters. All right, guys. Whoever has the highest valued card takes home all. Just kidding.
Mine's open. And you can't go back now. Seal is broken.
The seal is broken.
I actually got this on StockX, so let's take a look.
And guys, we do not typically do this. We do not do this. We don't rip. But this is something that we're just having a little fun with tonight.
We are definitely having some fun with it. Let's take these promo cards and put them where they belong.
I'm excited for this. It's been a while since I ripped that 151.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
So, fun fact, I had the UPC that I picked up when it came out.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered it. And I remember opening it up, and I was with my brother. And I just kept taking hit after hit. And, you know, I could not get any good cards. And I was on my second to last pack. And that's when I pulled the Charizard. I was so ecstatic.
You pulled it?
Second to last pack, yeah. I was pretty much, I gave up at that. I was like, whatever, it wasn't a good box. And then, I pulled the Charizard.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's it, Cody. That's
Something crazy.
Get out of here with this junk. Second pack. Oh, we got a little something, I think.
Yeah.
Reverse Rapidash. Gold Mew, baby.
You got a gold Mew.
Wow.
Gold Mew.
Let's go.
And
Okay.
a hollow Vileplume. And a hollow Energy. Jesus, look at that pack.
So you're in the lead right now.
Definitely. You guys got diddly squat.
Diddly.
Nobody's going to hit an SIR, though. I can feel it.
I'm already sweating. Oh, God.
What'd you get?
Nothing, bro.
I got a hollow
Nothing.
Mewtwo.
Hollow Mewtwo?
Yeah.
Nice. I remember my first Pokemon card.
Come on, 151. Mwah. Blastoise.
Good luck, Charizard.
No, honestly, I don't even want the Blastoise because then I'm required to keep
God, dude.
because I love him. Big man Blastoise.
Jeez Louise, bro.
We're all getting destroyed right now, but we still got a lot of packs left. We got a
Yeah,
lot of
still
packs
a
left.
lot.
Listen, it only takes one to pull a Zard.
Yeah. Only takes one.
Yeah. Not for me.
Raticate.
Oh,
Bang. Bang.
What'd you get?
Alakazam SIR.
Did you?
Wow.
Yo, let's go.
You got a good box over
Nice.
Bang, bang. Mewtwo Hollow.
there. Okay.
Let's see what we're looking at here.
Ooh, hollow basic energy for me.
I'm going to have to sleeve up my pulls, boys.
This guy.
Sorry, let me sleeve up my pulls.
How you doing over, John? How's it going?
I feel something good. Let's see.
I hope so, bro.
Something good.
Are you kidding me?
Not bad. Okay, I'll take it.
Out of all the cards,
I will definitely
Good,
take
my guy. That's that.
Oh, okay. I got 5 packs left. How about you guys?
Probably the same.
I got two.
I'm putting. Wow, Cody, you've been
Wow,
ripping,
you're
huh?
speeding through.
Now I'm a ripping machine, bro.
Yeah, there's only 2 golds in the set, I think.
That's a Gengar hollow.
Nice, man. I remember my second card.
I'm putting these to the side so that we could give them out to kids, the hollows and reverse hollows and such. Give them out to kids at our next show.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
All
Mankey.
I know is
Wow.
this guy Nick. No way, dude. Look it, bro.
Yeah. We got matching cards.
Man, I got
Wow.
nothing on that pack. Cody, you done?
Yeah, I'm a ripping machine, bro.
All right.
Do you want me to be done, Nick? I don't have to be.
Nah. Well, I know you have that whole box. Rip it, Cody. Start ripping.
I got $98 worth of things.
Start ripping. Am I going to hit another SIR? That's the question.
Do you want to hit another SIR?
I feel like I deserve another SIR.
All right, so you're gonna hit another one, bro.
So,
Ooh, right from the rip.
Prismatic Evolutions.
what do you guys say?
Nah, traumatic destitution.
Nobody even cares. Nobody
Should
even
I
cares.
open it or not?
Look at that. That's a nice IR.
Yeah, man. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Last
Glad I got
pack.
some. This card is beautiful. Open it up, John. Go ahead.
Rip it, bro.
I think my fiance.
All right.
She's
Let's
not
rip
feeling
it
too good, my fiance, but I know she would like to rip
Let's
some of these
rip
packs.
it open.
Want to come rip some packs, babe?
This will be my first ever prismatic.
What?
This will be my
You
first
don't
time
have to be
opening up
camera,
prismatic.
I have cards to sleeve.
Oh, the binder's nice. Not bad. I think it fits up to 500 cards.
I have
Oh, and it doesn't have any rings in it, so that's good. All right. Let's put that up here for good luck. There's a God pack in this, right?
prismatic, yes.
Let's hope I get a God pack. I mean, I only have.
Oh, you're opening up prismatic, man.
Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Well, I might get destroyed again like I did with 151.
Well, maybe you had to get destroyed with 151.
Here we go.
I mean, I hit an SIR, Alakazam, so like I actually made out on 151.
I would say so, Nick. That's a good card.
Yeah.
More than $44. I hit
All right.
it new too. I made out.
How many you put to the front for a prismatic?
I never do the pack trick. I don't.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just gonna do normal fun. All right, and let me move the camera a little closer. There we go.
You know, I miss being able to rip packs a little bit just for the fun of
Okay,
it.
we got a prime catcher,
Okay, we got a little prime catcher is actually, heavily
and we got an
used.
Umbreon.
Ooh.
No,
Is it
no,
a-
no. That ain't no Moonbreon.
Is it a Pokeball?
Yeah, it is. It's
Oh, there you go. That's not bad.
Nice.
Is this one people are selling?
The Master Ball, but the Pokeball is still good,
look at
bro.
that.
Nice, and I see X.
Okay, an energy card.
Yeah, I would grade that Pokeball.
The grade disc.
Yeah, that's
would.
not bad at all. People, it's an Umbreon Pokeball. That's
Is this one that's
actually,
going for like $200 or $300?
bro, if you think about it, that's an extremely hard card to pull.
Yeah.
That was my first pack too. All right, let's put this in a sleeve.
Dude, was I not recording my rips on Paradox?
Okay, not bad for my first pack. I like it.
You know,
All right.
these things just seem a little OC. Obviously, we will check that out during our pre-grading.
Yes, sir.
Right now, I'm just getting them all where they need to be. The Alakazam is very clean. It just looks a little right heavy.
Nick loves his Alakazam.
Daddy likey. It's a little right heavy. Top and bottom are good.
You're quiet over there, John.
Yeah, nothing here. I just got a hollow Sylveon. And Pinzer.
How many packs do you have left?
I have 3 packs left.
Now I got a couple cards over at Cody's already, but look
Yeah.
at this submission. Ooh. There she is.
Oh, okay.
There mine is.
No.
Oh
They're all
God,
going
why
out
can't it
for
be
next submission.
English
This is
sets?
clean, bro. I'm really hoping this hits a 10. It's a tag team.
Oh, we got a Pikachu EX.
Ooh, Pikachu
Oh, I
EX.
dropped him.
This is what Cody's hunting right now.
Not good, Nick. Not good.
Bang. Terrestrial
Nice card.
festival.
Love it. Love it.
Dialga boy.
We got a gold.
Just pulled it. Just pulled it. Just pulled it.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna grade them all. Oh, there you go. Nice little gold.
Oh yeah, gold. Mm.
All right, Tyranitar EX. Not too bad.
Not too shabby, mate.
Okay, and last pack. Last pack magic. Let this be a god pack.
I would say opening is a surefire way to lose money. It's fun though.
Oh, absolutely.
We grade. We carry on and we grade, boys.
Mm-hmm.
You what?
Said we carry on and we grade.
Carry on.
Roaring Moon.
That was the last pack.
Yeah, that's all I got. All right, I'm happy though.
That Umbreon
Yeah.
is worth checking out. Throw it in a sleeve and throw it in a semi-rigid, and we'll check it over
It's really nice. Yeah.
when we come submission time.
This is brutal, guys. This is brutal.
Paradox Rift is not super friendly of a set.
You want to come rip, babe?
Champ guy taking out all these.
You don't have to be on camera. I know you're not feeling well. You could just come to the side.
Mewtwo, kid would want Mewtwo. If I have enough sleeves, I'll sleeve them all. Then the children's can have them at our next show. Guys, if you are going to any local shows in the tri-state area, look out for us, Pocket Monsters Collectors Club. We are going to have a very flashy table, with a nice presentation. It's what we do. Ooh, there you go. It's what we do. It's what we like to do.
Yeah, cute. Iron Valiant. I mean, this is a pretty dope card. I'm not gonna lie.
So a PSA 10 in the reverse hollow is goes for about 178 right now. Well, that's
It's not a reverse hollow. It's the whole thing is hollow.
That's not a reverse hollow. That's a
the hollow. I'm sorry. A PSA 10 goes for 445.
the Pokeball hollow.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one.
yeah. It's definitely worth grading, bro.
And I'm taking just a quick look, and the centering looks pretty good.
Center looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to come up?
Don't worry, we're gonna deep dive it, John.
Okay, I'm definitely happy with that then.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a nice one. Oh my God!
What'd you pull?
What do we got?
I mean, it's not the Roaring Moon,
It's
but
better.
it's definitely on our card list.
Is it better?
It's a nice one. It's a nice one. We talked about this too, bro. We talked about this too.
Is it the Groudon?
Yes, it is.
That's the best card in the set. You just pulled the number one card in the set.
Yes, I did.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh,
And centering is on point.
That's awesome.
Centering is on point.
that pays for your whole booster, Bob.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Look at that. Us with the W's after taking an L.
Dude.
Everybody got a big hit.
Everyone got a victory today. Nice.
Wow, that's the number one card in the set. That's better than the Roaring Moon.
Nice.
This guy opens a booster box, pulls the top hit in the set.
I don't think I've ever actually physically pulled over $100 card in person.
Really?
Tara's gonna have to open up these packs.
Hit there.
She says, "Look at this mess."
Energies.
What are you all
Yeah, I don't know.
Max?
Yeah.
Look at you guys, how
Oh,
cute.
let's
Yeah,
check.
we-
This is what it's about. Just having fun,
Yeah.
opening packs. I mean,
Yeah, if we get our hands on them.
yeah, if you can,
Yeah,
you can
right.
find any product.
You're opening-
Oh, this is why there was a point in time where I just did not enjoy opening up packs because I just wasn't pulling anything. It was frustrating. So I would just buy packs, and then Tara, my fiance, would also get packs herself, and then I would just let her rip them open. And then all of a sudden Tara rips one pack and then just like
That's how it works. Bro.
Wow.
pulls a full art.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. It looks
Oh
good
my
too.
God, Nick. Oh my God. Babe,
Nah.
this was on our card list.
Really?
What did
Yeah.
you just pull?
But we took it off. We removed them.
Come on.
What'd you pull?
Oh, it's it's pretty heavy on the left side.
What'd you pull?
Let's see.
Is it really?
Is that the Altaria?
Yeah.
Bro, you pulled the Groudon and an SIR from one box?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
wow.
'cause you took it off the list.
What a great box. Sleeve it, put it in semi-rigid, and we'll
That's
figure it
nice.
out during our
Yeah,
pre-grading.
it's super. I mean, it's pretty off center, Nick.
Hey, we'll take it, man. Submission grows ever larger.
Dude, I'm so glad I pulled those, man. Jesus.
Submission
Nope.
grows ever larger.
Yeah, man, dude, that's huge. Can I have another sleeve, please? Ba. Can I have another sleeve, please?
Burger? You done?
You're not gonna like this, Cody.
What am I not gonna like?
$35 and a 10.
For the Porygon or the Iron Valiant?
Iron Valiant, my guy.
All right, whatever. It's all good. Not a problem. Beautiful looking card. We are happy with these from the Paradox Rift booster box.
I mean, how often do you rip a booster box and you have almost as much in raw value as the booster box costs?
Yeah, that's crazy. And you got the chase card? That's beautiful.
Dude, guys, we need to do this more often, seriously, because that was fun. It's
It was.
if we can always, maybe end on like ripping.